Sooner women's basketball review case. The University of Oklahoma headed east for 3 games. Actually, the first game was against Maryland Eastern Shore, was in Norman, as the Sooner role players roll the Oklahoma to victory. Oklahoma then traveled to the aforementioned East Coast for 2 games, as not even traffic in New York can stop the Sooner Schooner in a 79-51 win at Fairfield. And then Marist gets a win, first win over a major conference, 76-69. Thoughts? Meaning major conference, meaning Big 12, SEC, Pac-12, that kind of team in the regular season. But first, the East Coast headed west to the University of Oklahoma. Maryland Eastern Shore at Oklahoma. Sooners roll. Sooner role players roll. 105-96 for the win for the Sooners. One of those role players, Nicole Cornett, had 26 points in this one. And UMES, Alexis Urugi, had 23 points. Maryland Eastern Shore in the first half shot 15.2% from inside the arc and 5.6% from outside. But the Sooner Schooner, they shot right at 50% from inside the arc and 23.1% from outside the arc. In the second half, Maryland Eastern Shore shot 27.8% from inside and 14.3% from outside the arc, while the University of Oklahoma in the second half stayed right at 50% in the first from inside the arc and shot 37.5% from outside. For the game, University of Maryland Eastern Shore shot 21.7% from inside and 8% from three-point range, while our Sooners shot 50% from field goal range inside the arc and 28.3% from outside. The play of the game was made when Nicole Cornett hit one of her three balls to push the Sooners' lead up to 22 points, to hit the score up at 32-10 Sooners in the first half. The Sooner Boomers then headed to the aforementioned East Coast, where not even traffic could stop the Sooner Schooner. And I mean that. The game got started like an hour late, but didn't stop the Sooners. 79-51 Oklahoma in the win. Not to be outdone, though, was Fairfield's Alexis Vasquez. She had 17 points. And coming back from an injury, Aaron in the Maryland Eastern Shore ball game, Aaron Ellenberg had a 23-point shooting affair. Shooting percentages. Oklahoma shot 40% from inside the arc in the first half, while shooting 57.1% from outside the arc. The home field, Fairfield, they shot 43.3% from inside the arc and 30% from outside. In the second half, Road Oklahoma shot 32.1% from inside and 40% from outside, while home field Fairfield shot 45.2% from inside the arc and 58.3% from outside the arc in the second half. For the ball game, Oklahoma on the road side shot 35.8% from field goal range inside the arc and 50% from three-point range outside the arc. While Fairfield shot 43.3% from inside the arc and 45.5% from outside the arc in the ball game. The shot of the game was hit when Aaron Ellenberg hit one of her three-pointers in the first half to push the lead to 31-19 Sooner Boomers. Then the East Coast continued. It was a cold night. It was a close ball game, but they still lost to Marist. What does a fox say? Upset, maybe. As Marist gets the win against a major conference, meaning Big 12, Pac-12, American League. And it came at the feet of Oklahoma, 76-69 Foxes. Not to be outdone, though, was Shireen Campbell. Campbell had 17 points in the loss, while in the win, Sidney Coffey had 25 points. Shooting percentages for the game, Oklahoma in the first half shot 29.9% from inside the arc and 20% from three-point range, while home field Marist shot 34.8% from inside and 36.4% from outside the arc. In the second half, Oklahoma's offense went up, and way up, 50% from inside the arc and 18.2% from three-point range. But Marist shot well too, at 56.3% from inside the arc and 42.9% from outside. For the whole game, Oklahoma on the road shot 39.7% from inside and 18.8% from outside the arc, while Marist shot 43.7% from inside the arc and 38.9% from outside the arc. The play of the game was hit when Shireen Campbell hit 2 of her 17 points to get the Sooners even with Marist, 60-60, just about midway through the second half of the bowl game. This was a hard week to be an Oklahoma Sooner fan in women's basketball. You never want to be that team. Now there's Boise, now there's a Marist. You never want to be that team. But they can easily bounce back. I have no doubt about it. But you can, one thing you can do though, follow me on Twitter, @SoonerFanOK. Or you can find me on Facebook, Harry James Taylor. Friend me. I'll friend you back. Thanks for watching, everyone. And as always, Boomer Sooner, everybody. In review, the Sooners head east for 2 games and play Maryland Eastern Shore in the third. In the first of the 3, Maryland Eastern Shore, Oklahoma. Sooners roll, players roll, 105-46 in the mid-game against Fairfield. Not even traffic in New York stops the Sooner Schooner, 79-51 win. But in the third game, Marist gets a win against a major conference, 76-69 Foxes in Marist. This has been a review of women's college basketball at the University of Oklahoma. Thanks for watching, everyone, and as always, Boomer Sooner.